Believe me, I don't want you to, just listen to this. I want you to learn this. That so-called God, because I'm saying so-called God, we have identified with so many things which is not God. But in reality, there is God and God is one. And God alone is God. So that superpower or the nature or God, whatever you want to call, or the divine presence, that will make sure that these three things is happening to you on a spiritual level magically. So with all this understanding, tell yourself, the real change has to happen within me, not externally. The external world is nothing but the exact reflection of your inner world. By the time you decide you want to grow, there is no limit for it. But you need to accept and start from where you are. Say, for instance, you want to reach the scale of 10. But currently, you are in the level of 1. Many people think by praying to God or getting into the spiritual process, God will give you the power to reach 10. Yes, of course, it's a fact. But the fact remains, you need to start from where you are. It's a human nature to compare yourself with someone and think he's already in the scale of 5. So you will reach 10 more faster than me. And that is giving you a jealous. That is giving you a feeling of being, not equal to someone or being powerless in comparison with someone. That's not the fact. I'll tell you how spirituality works. God will give you the power to reach the scale what you fix for yourself. Because some doesn't want to reach the scale of 10. Some is happy by reaching the scale of 8. So considering you want to reach the highest potential, He will not make you to start from 5. When you give all the effort to reach the 10, you will still start from 1. But what happens here is magic. Someone is already starting from the scale of 5 and he wants to reach 10. And you are on the scale of 1 and you want to reach 10. The fact remains you need to start from the scale of 1, but you will reach the scale of 10 before the person who is already in the scale of 5. That is called spiritual power. For that, what is that you're supposed to do? First, get into knowing your own self. Everybody is good in knowing everyone. You will talk everything about the politicians, you'll talk everything about the sports personality, you'll talk everything about the cinema people, you'll talk about the global economics, everything you will discuss, but you will not be clear about what you are and where you are. So let me give you a very simple methodology. Believe me, I don't want you to, just listen to this. I want you to learn this. First and foremost, start with your own self. Spend time with your own self. At least know your own self. How to do that? Get into the process of inner examination and self-analysis to your intellectual ability, not believing on others. I'm not even telling you to be honest to others, but in this process, be honest to your own self. But once you do this, honestly judging your own self or honestly gauging your own self, these 4 things will happen for sure. So I want you to get into the process of inner examination and self-analysis. If you do this, what will happen? These are the 4 things which will happen for sure. First one, it will eliminate your weakness. Forget about gaining some strength. Let me talk in a very logical way. When you honestly get into the process of inner examination and self-analysis, immediately these 4 things will happen. What is the first one? Elimination of weakness. Second, by the time you gauge yourself where you stand and what are your abilities and having the effort to grow, you will naturally have inclination towards new things and new association which will make you grow from the present state. So what is the second thing that will happen? When you honestly get into the self-analysis and inner examination, not the external world, it will maximize your vision. It will expand your vision. Presently, whatever vision you have, immediately you will have a bigger vision, which means it will increase your peace, success and happiness. When the vision is higher, the remaining 3 has to be bigger. So first it will maximize or it will expand your vision from what you presently have. And this will eventually or naturally impact on these 3 areas. It will 100% increase the peace, success and happiness. When all these three happen, the fourth one will automatically reflect in your life as your personal experience. You will not only have excellent growth, now you will have exponential growth. Mark my word. You will not only have excellent growth, you will have exponential growth. That is the magic of you being honest to your own self. And these four things will automatically happen. Now, what will happen from the spiritual side? Always tell yourself, I am not the doer. And along with this understanding, I want you to train your mind, not externally, but spiritually. Not a big thing. I want you to train your mind to see God in everything. And see God in everything. Sarvam Sivamayam. Isha Vashyam Idam Sarvam. So train your mind to see God in everything. Then you will train your mind to see God in you itself. Once this happens, along with this, inner examination, self-analysis, this is a three spiritual magic that will happen to you. You know why I'm calling this as magic? It will happen for sure, but you will never understand how it has happened to you. And these are the three simple spiritual, transformation that will happen to you in a magical way. First, that so-called God. Because I'm saying so-called God, we have identified with so many things which is not God. But in reality, there is God and God is one. And God alone is God. So that superpower or the nature or God, whatever you want to call, or the divine presence, that will make sure that these three things is happening to you on a spiritual level magically. What is that? First, you want it or not, it will hide and forgive you from all the mistakes that you've done in the past. Because now you have surrendered to the nature, knowingly, unknowingly, or you're giving the information to the nature that you're ready for the growth, genuinely, with your true intention. So it will immediately hide and forgive all the mistakes that you've done in the past. And not only that, it will recover you and relieve you from the suffering that you're going in the present. It will what? Recover and relieve you from all the pain and suffering that you're going through in the present. And now the real magic happens. It will give you all the energy to enjoy the future that you have created to enjoy. It will give you all the power to enjoy the future that you want to live. And all these three will happen for sure. So with all this understanding, tell yourself, the real change has to happen within me, not externally. The external world is nothing but the exact reflection of your inner world. To bring the change to the inner world, to bring the real change to your inner world, you need to go through the process of, you need to 100% go through the process of silence, self-analysis, and then an examination. And what? Inner examination. Because the fact remains very simple, very naked, and very profound. The external world is nothing but the exact reflection of your inner world. Now, I'll personally give you a commitment. No matter whatever is the situation in life, you will never give up. You will never give up. You will come up in every aspect of life. This will happen for sure. Aham Brahmasmi.